Good afternoon, Church. I stand before you to bring in my personal condolences to the family of my friend and the party patron of the Democratic Party, Honorable Joseph Konzollo Munyao. I did not know Munyao for many years, for indeed I just met him the other day in 1990 when I was posted to work in Machakos. And because of who he has been described to be, which I want to confirm, we instantly became initially acquaintances and progressively became good friends. He would always, on occasion, remind many people of some of those occasions that we met in some of those difficult moments when he was out of parliament and when he was in parliament. I may not wish to recite some of those moments in the interest of time, but allow me to read the eulogy from the party, which he gracefully handed over to me, the leadership, in 2021 and early 2022. And he, on his own volition, agreed to continue serving the party in the capacity of the patron. It is with profound sorrow that I, together with the entire Democratic Party of Kenya fraternity, mourn the passing of Honorable Joseph Konzollo Munyao, HGH. His departure marks the loss of a towering statesman, a visionary leader, and one of the distinguished co-founders of our party, alongside the late President Mwai Kibaki. Honorable Munyao devoted his life to the service of our nation. His political journey, beginning with his long and impactful service as Member of Parliament for Mboni constituency, for the periods that have been described in the eulogies read previously. And that reflected an unwavering dedication to the welfare and dignity of the Kenyan people. His humility, discipline, and steadfast commitment to public service earned him admiration across generations. As Minister for Livestock and Fisheries Development between the years 2003 and 2007, the Honorable Munyao provided strategic and visionary leadership that played a pivotal role in modernizing and strengthening Kenya's livestock sector. One of his most celebrated achievements was the revival and the reopening of the Kenya Meat Commission in June 2006, ending a 15-year closure. This transformative milestone revitalized the meat processing industry, expanded economic opportunities for pastoral communities, and restored Kenya's capacity to compete in regional and international livestock markets. It remains one of the defining achievements in our country's agricultural development history. Within the Democratic Party of Kenya, the Honorable Munyao's contributions were immeasurable. At one point, as Secretary General, he strengthened our party structures and deepened its ideological foundations, always reaching out to other like-minded political parties, not just in the country, but across the continent and internationally. As party leader between the years 2015 and 2022, he provided stable, unifying leadership during a period of significant political transition. As a party patron, a position he assumed with characteristic humility after voluntarily handing over the leadership to me, He continued to offer invaluable wisdom, clarity, and fatherly counsel until his passing on. The Honorable Munyao believed deeply in generational renewal, institutional stability, and principled politics. His leadership was marked by integrity, foresight, and unshakable belief in Kenya's democratic future. His legacy of public service, nation building, and exemplary humility will forever remain etched in our hearts and in the history of our party and country. On behalf of the Democratic Party of Kenya, and on behalf of that of my family, I extend heartfelt condolences to the family, friends, and people of Mbooni, and all who had the privilege of working with him. We stand with you in this moment of grief and honor his extraordinary life with gratitude and reverence. May his soul rest in eternal peace. When I learned of the passing on of the Honorable Joseph Munyao, I immediately reached out to Alex, because as many of you would recall, it was just the other week when we were very busy down in the villages, traversing the valleys and hills in Mbeere North, doing what the late Munyao loved to do. But prior to that, on the 7th of November, at the launch of my book, the Honorable Munyao had indicated to me earlier when I contacted him that he would wish to be present at that launch, which was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. But unfortunately, on that evening, he was not able because he was feeling unwell. But he gave his phone to one of his daughters. I'm now going to discover who it was today, and indicated that I must autograph a copy of that book on that date and deliver it to him. Unfortunately, soon thereafter, I hit the road running in Mbeere North, and as fate would have it, my good friend, our patron, went to be with his maker when I was down in the villages, and before I could hand over the autographed copy of my book titled The Fight for Honor. I now, with humility, wish to hand over the copy of the book to both Alex and the sister, who I don't know, because in honor and memory of my friend and our party patron, the Honorable Joseph Konzollo Munyao. I had been given indication that two of my colleagues desire to go to some other